Today we're going to compose some music in the Mixolydian mode. We're doing a series here on composing music in various different modes. Whenever you're composing in a mode, you want to think really about two elements, okay? You want to think about what kind of chord is the one chord of the mode. In this case, the Mixolydian mode starts on a major chord. So we have a C major chord here. That's our one chord. The other question you want to ask yourself is, if I compare this mode to what we call the parallel major, meaning if I compare C Mixolydian to C major, what's the difference? The Mixolydian mode has a characteristically different pitch, which is the flat 7, a lowered 7 scale degree. So if I play a C major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, Mixolydian mode would be C, D, E, F, G, A, B flat, C. So that B flat is what we call our modal note. That's the note that's going to give the Mixolydian its characteristic Mixolydian sound. What I want to do then is I want to create a chord progression that starts with 1, that's my C major chord, and then goes to some other chord from the mode that contains the modal note, in this case B flat. So the first one I'm going to do is C major to B flat major, keeping a drone of a C in the bass just for the sound, and then going back to C major. Here's what that's like without the drone. C, B flat, C. That's a very quintessential Mixolydian kind of a sound. Another great sound is from the 1 to the minor 5, in this case G minor. So C major to G minor, back to C major. Those are really cool Mixolydian sounds that you can play around with. Some real world examples. The first progression I gave you, C to B flat, back to C with a drone in the bass. That's from Tomorrow Never Knows. It's by the Beatles. It's the last song on the album Revolver. Another great example of using the G minor chord, in this case, would add a third chord, which is F major, and that would give us Louie Louie by the Kingsmen. So we have C, F, G minor, F, C, F, G minor, F. That is not the original key of the Kingsmen song, but I kept it in the key of C Mixolydian just to make ease of comparison here. So these are all ways that you can compose in the C Mixolydian mode using the one chord, and then you've got either your B flat major chord or your G minor chord using the modal note. And this is a way you can compose in any mode. Start with your one chord, find out what the modal note is, explore some chords that use the modal note, go back and forth between the one and the chord containing the modal note, and you'll get a very characteristic sound of that particular mode. It's a great way to get the sound of the mode in your ear. It's a great way to start composing with the modes. Have some fun with that.